Hello and welcome to the Good Imaginations podcast. Tonight, we will journey to the home in the hill, where you can unwind, reorient yourself, and if you would like, fall fast asleep. Before we begin our adventure, make sure you're settled. If you are seated, get comfortable. Listen to your spine and relax your shoulders. If you are lying down, get your covers and pillow where you want them. Create your nest. Very good. Now, take 3 deep breaths with me in preparation for the journey ahead. Let go of your day and travel to a vacation for your mind. Imagine with me. See, smell, and be present. Breathe with me now. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Slow and even. 1, 2, 3, 'Very good. Now, shut your eyes and let's drift off to the site of tonight's adventure. It is late afternoon, sunny, and the sunlight is the color of rich cheese as it glows on the walls of your home. You pad through the smooth wooden hallways in search of some soup, something with golden broth and sweet potatoes and yellow corn, something that matches the glow of the sun. Your house is built into the hill. Your roof is green grass, and from the outside, from above, all a person can see is a chimney like a toadstool, puffing smoke out into the grass. Inside, your home is quite spacious. Beautifully maintained wooden walls, polished and finished until they're the color of caramel and nuts, line every passageway. Your front door is round, and so are your halls. It would look a bit like the tunnels of a snake if it wasn't so remarkably cozy. Paintings of cozy cottages and bees getting honey cover the walls. Stacks of books fill the passageways. In this room here, you've got a library, with maps and drawings spread across a wide oak table. In that room there, a study, with plush chairs and a huge round window that looks out on a butterfly-filled meadow. The colours in your home are almost universally the caramel brown of the walls, the white of the plaster, and Kelly green, the green of the hills and the trees. If you shut your eyes and think about only the colours of your home, they bring to mind sturdy, medieval oaks, the emerald green of lush farmland, and the stodgy white of a herd of sheep. You pad barefoot down the halls, admiring the way the cheese-yellow sun hits your walls. You sigh. The floors are as polished as glass, clean as a whistle, and it is so pleasurable to walk barefoot down them, like skating down a warm river of wood. When you pass through patches of sun, you can feel the glow on your toes. You at last reach your kitchen, which is your favourite room in the whole house, because, of course it is. A long table fills the centre of the room, and it's often covered in pie dough, or bowls of sliced peaches, or a huge scattering of fresh herbs. In the long stone fireplace, a copper cauldron hangs, currently filled with a long brewing broth. You like to start broths like potions. Potions and stories brew for days, and you like to brew broths like that. Boil and boil all night long, until the golden bubbles of flavour are like a fine aged mead, not just soup. You've been boiling this one with spices since yesterday, and now you know what you want to add to it. Potatoes, corn, earthy, sunshiny things. The soup won't be ready for another hour, but the broth is so hot, it won't take too much longer once you add the potatoes. And then you will sit down at the edge of your garden, and you will have soup. You turn and gaze out the western kitchen window. This window is round and takes up half the height of the wall. The panes of glass are wide open, and a friendly honeybee comes buzzing through. In your wooden planter box, just outside the window, you are growing huge tufted heads of clover, raspberry-coloured, and the sagey, sneezy smell of the clover and all the other fresh herbs and grasses in the garden roll through the open window. You turn up your sleeves. What a wonderful accompaniment the smell will be as you chop and chop. You get out your cutting board. Everyone, you think, should have good smells to accompany them as they work, like a good piece of music. In half an hour, you have chopped all the potatoes, the onions. You have sliced 3 tumbles of bright yellow corn. Now that it is all ready, sitting in a heaping wooden bowl, you tip the bowl forward into your cauldron of broth, and a sweet-smelling steam rises from it. You add a few more logs to the fire, cover the cauldron, and sit back with a good book. It is just tinging into sunset outside when you taste the soup and determine that it is done. Quickly, you gather what you need for a perfect supper, and you place it all on the tray. Then you hurry outside as fast as you can, like a child afraid they will miss story time. You get settled on your hand-carved wooden bench just in time. You haven't missed an inch of it. The sunset is just starting. The grass still glows with sun. The bench and the smooth stones of your garden path radiate warmth. You curl your bare toes and sigh. A huge exhale. Ah, that's the stuff. In your tray, you have a large bowl of steaming soup, a plate of fresh buttered bread, and a glass of ale. You sip and slurp and munch to your heart's content as you enjoy the drone of the bees and the curl and swirl of the wind-waved grass. Out here, you can see a lot of the same colours as the inside of your house. Warm brown, white mixed with golden sun, Kelly green. Green like lush farmland, teeming with life. You curl your hands around the bowl of soup and you lift it to your lips. The broth is probably a magic potion, it is so rich with flavour. The notes of good flavour continue on your tongue for half a minute, like a glass of fine wine. You munch a bit of bright, popping corn, and you are so pleased to enjoy food that you made for yourself. It is like composing a bit of music in your honour, this gathering of perfect tastes and comforting textures. You bite into a golden potato and smile out at the oak trees that dot the hill. The sunset is dipping into pink now. Soon lights will glow on the nearby hills, and you'll be able to see the gardens of your neighbours, lit with golden candlelight, as the glow pours out of their windows and onto the front path. You set down your bowl of soup and fold your hands. You will wait for the stars. Your belly is full, and the grass smells sweet. You can think of no better use of your night.